West Virginia Public Broadcasting joins multiple community partners with a message that recovery from substance use disorder is possible and help is available.
I waited for you, and you never came home. I was here when you left, while you were gone, and I'm here now. Johnny, I spend more time with your brother than I do with you.
West Virginia Public Theater in Morgantown wanted to contribute to the conversation about substance use disorders ravaging the region. That's why they chose to produce a play that grapples with trauma, addiction, and love to be part of the 2018 summer season.
Being lonely at night is nothing new. But last night, I was lonely in a different kind of way.
Jerry McGonigle is the artistic director of West Virginia Public Theater and director of the play called Hatful of Rain.
It's a play that was written in the 50s. And it's ultimately a play about family and love, and it's got a very redemptive quality to it. You think, oh, it's a play about addiction. It's going to be horrific and dark, and it has difficult moments. But at the same time, it's really not about addiction per se, but it's about how a family comes through to save and to love, and it's sort of about the triumph of love in helping this family cope with the situation that they find themselves in.
McGonigle says part of the reason this play was added to the summer repertoire was because he believes theater has a responsibility to not only entertain, but also be socially conscious.
I think almost everybody in our community has been affected by what's going on. Whatever we can do as a theater to help people sort of confront it and see it. And what I love about it is it's so human, that they're seeing it in this really human way, and it's not preachy, it's not seedy, it's not a bunch of drug addicts walking. It's a story about a family. And I think that's really important.
Well, why don't you go to a public library and read up on it? What do you expect?
Look, I'm going to find out whose fault this is and who's to blame.
You knew about this, so you talk.
I don't know whose fault it is.
What does it matter whose fault it is? Maybe I'm to blame.
He says the ongoing crisis hasn't spared anyone. Not his community, not him, and not his cast members. Matt Webster plays one of the leading roles, a traumatized veteran returning from the Korean War who becomes dependent on pain medicine. Webster came in for the role from New York City. He got his MFA in acting here at West Virginia University. He also grew up in the Upper Ohio Valley.
I had a small graduating class in high school, and I think we have like around 9 or 10 classmates of mine that have already passed away from overdose. So they even started a Facebook group for friends and family of our class to support each other because it's just becoming a really big problem. So, you know, when I was talking with Jerry about the part and about the role, I just sort of felt like it was maybe time to jump into the conversation and be a part of the story.
Cast members have been consulting with local veterans who struggle with addiction, as well as retired psychiatrist Don Fidler, to understand the physical and emotional realities often associated with substance withdrawal and dealing with trauma.
With the opiates, we see sweating, yawning, chill bumps, goosebumps, stomach cramps, tremulousness, difficulty thinking about anything other than just when am I going to get my next hit of the drug. They're now craving opiates and wanting those. The body actually needs it. This plays very truthful in that it shows that people often have to hit rock bottom, as they say about substance abuse, alcohol abuse included, before they really want to come out of it and need family members wanting to help. And sometimes they can only be guided toward that with amazing love from people understanding, trying to get in their shoes and understand what's going on. And the families can be blind to what the symptoms are.
You can tell me anything. What have you done?
Hey, Johnny!
No one's going to hate you, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny boy!
I'm hooked. I take dope. I'm a junkie. I'm hooked.
What?
I'm hooked.
That's silly.
No, it's not silly. I need it 2 times every day and it costs money.
It's all right. Whatever it is, it'll be all right.
Don't say anything to the old man.
We'll call a doctor.
No, but not until the old man goes. He doesn't have to know anything.
Johnny, it's all right. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Everything will be all right.
The play has some dark moments, But Webster says it's not a show designed to devastate audiences.
When you're confronting something that is personal and emotional to you, to maybe want to shy away from the subject matter. But my dad does a lot of counseling. He's a Presbyterian minister, and you know, people are always like, "Oh, don't talk about stuff because you don't want people to get emotional." And my dad's response is always like, "They're crying anyway, so let them cry with you, and invite them to experience their emotions with another person." And I think that's what is at the core of great theater, is when you're sitting next to people and you're experiencing emotion together. And so I think, although there are challenging moments in the show is ultimately about family and about love and about forgiveness, and I think those themes will be what you leave the theater with.
West Virginia Public Theater teamed up with West Virginia University's Health Sciences Department during the run of the show. Each performance began with a short talk about substance use disorder. The goal, they said, was to use theater not only to create community conversation, but also to break down stigma and share knowledge about how to cope. For West Virginia Public Broadcasting, I'm Glynis in Morgantown.